All right, everyone. For the first, probably first ever stream on a Saturday that I'm doing, which I never thought I was ever going to do, but I just wanted to do this because I wanted to make up for the stream that was yesterday, which I kind of wasn't too happy with because I was so fucking melatonin. I was so just because I was so fucking tired yesterday. But anyway, for those of you who are wondering where that thumbnail came from, um, it is a picture of downtown Rio Gallegos. It is in southern Argentina. It is it's basically this picture here. I mean, this is Rio Gallegos in the winter. This is Rio Gallegos winter 2008 for their winter, because southern hemisphere versus northern hemisphere, blah 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 blah. So yeah, Rio Gallegos is it's in southern Argentina. Basically, it's basically at the bottom of the earth. Um, so yeah, I just Yeah, seems like an interesting place. I'd love to visit there. I'd love to visit Argentina. Well, not well. I mean, except for the fucking lunatic that's currently running the joint, who is a straight up neocon and a Zionist hack. I don't fucking like that guy, but that doesn't take away from Argentina's rich history and its fight against imperialism. And no, Argentina's still a wonderful place. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, I've never done this before. When have I ever streamed on a When have I ever streamed on a Saturday? I don't think ever. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever streamed on a Saturday before. But I woke up a little early today because the minute I got home from work, I right to fucking bed. I was so exhausted. So let me just explain myself just a little bit here, okay? So, Friday night going into Saturday, Friday night after midnight. So I was working my typical, 8-hour shift, from dinner time to midnight, and I was asked to work at another shelter that I normally don't work at, but it's a part of the company that I work for, another warming center. So I had to do a back-to-back shift. I had to do a consecutive shift. I had to do 6 hours there and then another 6 hours over there. So I worked 13, and I worked 12 hours straight from midnight to 7 a.m. So that's another seven. That's another 11:59, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more hours. And so I had to work 13 hours straight. And I came home at 7 in the morning. Came home, and then what happened? I woke up at like went to bed at like 7:30 the minute I got home, and then 7:30 in the morning when I got home, and then woke up around like 3 in the afternoon. So, and I only had like an hour. I had like an hour and a half to get ready, and everything. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Maybe I don't want to cancel at the last minute. So I'm just like, you know what? I got to do this. But then I tried to push myself as much as I could, but I was just fucking beat down. I was just beat down because working a consecutive shift in a row was fucking painful. Doing that was fucking painful. So, oh no, nothing really happened. I was just, if you just joined now, I just wanted to explain my reasoning for why I was so exhausted and so like melatonin in my last stream. It was just because I've been it's just this weekend has been so fucking busy. The last couple days, the warming center I've been working at has been jam packed with people like more than usual. So yeah, it's just been an exhausting weekend, and oh my fucking god, I cannot wait for Monday. Oh my god, I swear to God, I feel like I'm gonna fucking I'm glad I don't have a landline phone. I'm glad I don't have a landline phone, honestly. I mean, landline phones are so fucking 2000s. Landline phones are so 2008. Okay? Like they just are. No, I mean, yeah, well, that's basically what it is because I was trying to push myself yesterday into being as, how I am right now. But obviously I've gotten more sleep. I've obviously gotten more sleep, so I'm definitely much more energetic. Still mentally exhausted from fucking work and whatnot. But see that's what happens. Middle class man like me, I have to fucking bust my ass off and have to, even if I'm like running on fumes, people who are like running on fumes to do so to keep a roof over their head. Yep, that's what I have to do. Yep, that's what I have to do. So I have to do that. So I'm gonna. So we'll talk about a few things. We'll talk about a few things here. I mean, we'll talk about a few things in detail. Um, yeah. So we'll talk about a few things in detail. So anybody who's here, show yourselves. So anybody who's here, show yourselves, and hoping everyone's having a great Saturday. Actually, I gotta get my laptop's phone. I gotta get my. I was almost gonna say phone charger. You see what I mean? I just have to get my power cord. 1 second. I just went in the other room and thought that my. I just like went in the other room and thought that my laptop charger was in there. I'm like, what the fuck? It was just like, oh, oopsie, laptop charger's in there. Excuse me. Yeah, well, you know what? I have my shift, my hours are the opposite of everybody else's. Almost everybody works. Everybody's got the weekend off and works through the weekdays and all that other good stuff. But with me, on the other hand, oh, me? No, I work the opposite. Huh. The weekdays are my weekend, or at least Monday through Wednesday, it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I even bought an extra monster. I'm just like, oh my god. All right, so I want to talk about a few things. We'll talk about a few things. Gonna have my rage stream. Of course, we're gonna have my rage stream. That'll be coming up that'll be coming up on Tuesday like usual. So let me just make sure the numbers are correct. Let me just make sure these numbers are correct. All right, 207, 208, okay. Not 20, yeah. I'm not saying it came out bad. I'm just saying I wanted to make my next one a little better and wanted to make up for it. That's really all it is. But so anyway, new developments, new developments about the based country that is Niger. So there's Niger in Africa, which for those of you who don't know, a new government took over, and they have basically ousted their former colonial power, France. There was a big, massive anti-French backlash in Niger and Burkina Faso and Mali and different places in Western Africa that have been colonized by the fucking French bastards for hundreds of years, by French colonialists for hundreds of years, and now the people fought back. So now there's even more new developments here. Now it's getting to the point now, if I can find the article, because I know for a fact, I know for a fact that they're trying to hide this bullshit. But there was new information about the fact that they hid, not that hid, they they are now not permitting, they're not even permitting French nationals from even going to Niger anymore. Maybe because they've been so fucking tired of French colonialism that they're literally just telling them that they're just like, no, we want no part of, we want nothing to do with France. We are done with France. We want nothing to do with them. We simply want nothing to do with them. And I don't, I mean, I don't fucking blame them, but I don't even know where is the, where is, where is this piece of information here? I think it's something like French passengers banned from flying to Niger. You see what I mean? You see how they hide this shit from the legacy media? You try to look up this stuff, you can't even find it. You have to like type in the exact words to fucking find this shit. So, French passengers banned from flying to Niger amongst rising political tensions. Oh, that they've deteriorated since the military coup. Oh my God. Royal Air Maroc said French special flights to Niamey, which is the capital of Niger. The French government has denied receiving official because Niger's reported actions as xenophobic. Oh, it's not xenophobic what you fuckers were doing to them. Oh, it's not xenophobic, but it's only xenophobic when it's only xenophobic when they do stuff. But it's not xenophobic about the fact that French colonialists have enslaved, colonized, and have committed crimes against humanity against people in Niger and the broader area of French West Africa for hundreds of years. That's not xenophobic at all. But them passing border rules and new border rules and whatnot, like that. And by the way, this isn't even a fucking ban. This isn't even a ban of Nigerian or from Nigerian authorities to French nationals. I mean, they're not even banning them. They're not even banning them. Saying that they need special permission is a restriction, but it's not a ban. You see what I mean? The media was trying to say that Niger was banning French nationals from going there. They were not banning them from going there. That's not what happened. Followed by a manifestation of anti-French sentiments through protests and diplomatic tensions. Okay, and you're sitting there being like, oh my God, yep, the double standards, right? Isn't it fucking pathetic? Oh, hi, Adam, what's up? Kaylin, what's good? Yeah, you see what I mean? It's the fucking double standards, bro. It's the double standards that is so fucking ridiculous. Oh, you know, anything that they're doing right now, anything that Niger is doing against France is nothing compared to what France has done to them. Nothing compared to what they have done to them. So fucking spare me with the identity politics here. Spare me with that fucking bullshit. You see what I mean? See what I mean? Now I've got more energy in me, so now I'm able to do this. Yeah, I know. The double standards are pathetic. The double standards, bro, I can't even fucking tell you. That they're doing right now. Anything that not. All right, just making sure the audio is good. Just checking on the audio. Oh, the boarding not allowed for French passengers. Oh my God. You're not going to sit there and tell me that they haven't done xenophobic things to them. You know that France is known for stealing uranium from Niger? You know that they're known for doing that. They're also known for doing that. Oh, the military coup forced French President Mohamed Bazoum out. Well, Mohamed Bazoum is a fucking traitor and he should be charged with treason for aiding and abetting France to come in and to do more stuff in France. That guy is a puppet of the US, a puppet of the West. He's a fucking joke. So there is no coup in Niger. I've said this over and over and over again. There is no coup in Niger. Get the fuck out of here. There's no coup. There has never been a coup in Niger. It's just a new form of leadership that is backed by the military has come in. No different than what is going on in Myanmar, that now you've got fucking the legacy media and Wikipedia calling Myanmar far right now. I mean, fucking please. Calling them, oh my God, calling them far right and everything else. Oh my God, they're far right. Oh my God. It's like, what kind of fucking world are we living in? What kind of fucking world are we living in here? So just for a heads up, I'm probably gonna stream to like 1:30. I have plans with a good friend of mine at 2:30 before I go into work tonight at 6 p.m. So just thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, um, God, God, never thought I'd see never ever before did I ever think I'd see the day. Did I ever think I'd see the day where their hypocrisy would just increase 100-fold. They call everybody else things. Do you understand that these all these countries in the West are no different than one another when it comes to foreign policy? Some have committed worse acts of terrorism than another, but the thing is here, the hypocrisy from Western countries is the same. It's all the same. It's all the same fucking bullshit. It's all the same. Okie doke, you'll be around till 12:30. All right, bet. Yeah, the hypocrisy from all these places is all the same, and they are. But what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about this thing with Tucker Carlson because I was trying to talk about that yesterday, but you know I barely had any energy in me. Like I barely had any energy in me, and I was just like, oh my god, I could barely do it. But I will discuss this topic in just a second. So the thing about Tucker Carlson with Vladimir Putin, um, I saw Ben Norton's segment on his channel Geopolitical Economy Report. Um, he was talking about how um, Tucker is vehemently anti-China, which I also think is kind of stupid. Yeah, I mean, his views on China are completely not. Oh, I don't agree with at all. Um, but I still would trust him over someone like fucking Rachel Maddow or someone like that, or fucking Keith Olbermann. I would trust him over them. But his views are still problematic when it comes to China because Tucker does want to sit there and say that Russia should just try to go with us to undermine China when Russia wants good relations with every country in the world, even the US. Like that's just a fact. And China wants to do the same thing. Like China believes in economic development and cooperation. Look at what they're doing for African nations. See with regards to Niger wants partners like that. China, and this reminds me of something that a Kenyan official said. An unnamed Kenyan official said, when the Chinese come here, they give us roads. They give us infrastructure. When the British come here, which was actually Kenya's former colonizer, just like they were Guyana's colonizer as well, but that's besides the point. They give us lectures. So you see what I mean? They give fucking lectures. Every time they do that, they give lectures. Western nations only believe in giving countries in the global south fucking lectures. That's all it is. They don't believe in independence. They do not believe in independence. They don't believe in economic development or believing in a multipolar world. No, it's fucking globalism is what it is. This whole thing comes down to fucking globalism. And there is such a thing as globalists. I mean, this is globalism. Yeah. Oh, careful when you say that Russia wants good relations, Zach. These shitlibs want Ukraine. That's exactly right. But see, Russia did want good relations with Ukraine. Ukraine and Russia have gotten along for centuries until the NATO-backed government got in there in 2014 and was a threat to Russian interests. You see what happens? Under the former government, Ukraine and Russia were like natural allies. But NATO turned Ukraine into an enemy of Russia so that way they could fight Russia. That's exactly what happened. The NATO coup in 2014, that stupid fucking idiotic liberals and neocons want to deny even existed. Yeah, that's what happened. They want to sit there and say, oh no, that didn't happen. That's a Russian hoax. That's a Russian conspiracy. Well, I'm talking about a bunch of things. I'm talking about a bunch of different things. I need to watch that Putin interview. The Putin interview was good, although Putin had a lot of good points pushing back against Tucker Carlson's anti-China nonsense. See what I mean? Like I said, like Tucker for me is a mixed bag. Tucker for me is a mixed bag, but I like him on some things. I like him on. I give him credit for his truthful points on the NATO proxy war. I give him points for calling out the Iraq war. I mean, I give him credit for those types of things. You know, credit where credit is due. I don't just write him off as this big bad evil white supremacist or whatever the fuck. No, I don't do that. I do not do that. I simply don't do that. Well, of course our country's run by globalists. But with Tucker, for me, it's a mixed bag. And remember the meat assault. What a stupid name. Oh, God. Don't even go. Oh, my God. Don't even. Bro. No, 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 no. That's so fucking retarded. Oh, my God. That is so fucking retarded. Jesus Christmas. Oh, my God. That is so fucking stupid. That stupid name. Yeah, that was the same one where I called Zelensky a watermelon. And then when Scotty came in, Scotty's like, what the hell is up with all the watermelons? Oh my God, that was so fucking funny. When Scotty came in here and he's just like, what's up with all the watermelons? Yeah, you see what I mean? This is why I wanted to come back and remake this stream. This is how the stream would have been yesterday. But like I said, I was so tired. I was running on fumes. I just got off. But like I said, I don't need to explain that any further. I'm sure you guys get the point now. But Biden's not right wing or left wing. Biden is a butt wing. Ugh, God. Biden is nothing. Biden is just a fucking zero. Biden is a fucking loser. That's what he is. And he's gonna fucking lose hands down. Okay, here's the thing. I am almost entirely convinced Biden is not gonna win. I'm entirely convinced that Biden is not gonna win. And if Trump gets in and whatever, it's gonna be all on you. Do you understand that neoliberal bullshit, it breeds on politics that are actually kind of fascistic. Like we saw Bolsonaro in Brazil, we saw Janina Nez in Bolivia, we now see Javier Milei in Argentina, who's a fucking psychopath. We see him, we see a bunch of these different people, but they don't just come out of a vacuum. You know where they all come from? You know where these people come from? They come from neoliberals. When you see people that are so tired of the neoliberal establishment, it's not just in the US, it's in different places. It's even in Argentina to a lesser extent, and Brazil too to a lesser extent. I'm not convinced of it either. I'm convinced Biden isn't going to win either. When you see this type of thing happen, unless the liberal side, the so-called Democrats, unless they get their shit together, unless they reform themselves and become the real liberals that they used to be, well, guess what? They're going to start losing people. Until that happens, you're going to see a hell of a lot more Javier Mileis in the world. Just saying. All I saw was the watermelons, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, well, just you wait. There's going to be something that'll happen next. I mean, Javier Milei won for same reasons. I mean, he's a fucking nut job, but he's a Zionist. I don't trust him at all. And no one who's a libertarian should defend him, as I've said before. Javier Milei was palling around with Bill Clinton recently. So anybody on the right or the center right that wants to defend Javier Milei, just remember that. Just remember that. Well, he's correct, but of course, no better. Yeah, correct. Correct. Oh, yeah, that brings me to my next point. Well, you know what? Ron DeSantis, I'm not crazy about him, but here's the thing. He was up against someone who was going to raise taxes like no tomorrow. That's the thing. So you're kind of picking the lesser two evils here. That kind of brings me to my next point about Martha Coakley. Now you all know about the horrific governor of Massachusetts, Deval Patrick, who I've talked about on this channel a lot, and who I've said was fucking horrific. He raised taxes multiple times in a row, drove businesses out of our state, and led a mass exodus of taxpayers. But luckily, we had a moderate governor, Charlie Baker, who came in and stepped in and cleaned up operations. And then after him, his attorney general, Maura Healey, got in, and she's definitely more moderate. But there was someone who was running against Baker in 2014 named Martha Coakley. Martha Coakley would have just been an extension of the Deval Patrick administration. It's just like when Anthony Brown ran against Larry Hogan. It would have just been an extension of the O'Malley Brown administration. It would just been a fucking joke. Their tax policies were just absolutely destructive. I mean, there's no doubt about that. We all know that Deval Patrick's tax policies have absolutely destroyed the middle class. We know that Martin O'Malley did the exact same thing. But then Martha Coakley says, I'm going to retire. I was going to retire. Oh my God, if I lose to Charlie Baker, and she said this before. I mean, this fucking bitch said this before. She said, oh, I'm not going to run again. Oh my God, I'm not going to run again. If I lose to him, oh my God, if I lose again, I'm not going to run again. Oh my God. Well, good. Nobody wants you anyway. Good. Nobody wants an extension. Nobody wants an extension of the Deval Patrick administration. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it. So whatever, go do your thing. It will never happen. There is a snowflake's chance in hell of ever seeing Governor Martha Coakley or another term of Deval Patrick or someone like him. It's just not going to happen. It will never happen. Martha Coakley will never be the governor of Massachusetts. It's just not going to happen. And all these fucking Democrats that are like, oh my God, she's our candidate. Oh my God, she's our candidate. She's a great person. Oh my God, she's this great candidate. She's going to do this and all this great stuff. Well, that's all well and good, okay? But here's the thing. Good, Martha Coakley can go talk about how we need to raise the gas tax. We need to talk about how we need to raise more taxes and all that. That's okay if you want to do it, but don't expect to win any election. Maybe you can win. Okay, put Martha Coakley in a big corporation where she can price gouge her employees and then she can drive their businesses out of business. Martha Coakley is bad for business. She's bad for the people. She's bad for Massachusetts. And quite frankly, she's bad for the country. Don't ever vote for someone like this because whatever they touch, they will destroy. And that's just a fact. So we will never see Martha Coakley ever being governor of Massachusetts. It's just never going to happen. It will never, ever happen in a trillion years. All right, bro. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. By the way, thank you for the call last night too. That was hilarious as well. We were me, him, and Joe were doing a mocking of we were doing we're doing we're doing an impression of Patrick and how we would deal with Patrick. And Patrick's being like everyone has a bad attitude, but not him. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, no. Martha Coakley's a joke. Whether you're a Democrat or not, I mean, I have literally seen in different comment sections about people who lived in Maryland who thought that, oh my God, this person is a joke. Martin O'Malley's a complete joke. Raising 40 taxes in a row and increasing spending by $10 billion and destroyed the economy and tanked their economy down to 49th out of 50 states. That kind of thing. Zero economic development in 2013 alone. Or in Massachusetts as well, when Deval Patrick did practically the same thing. There are people that voted for Obama twice, and they voted for Larry Hogan. Just like, I mean, there's people in my family that have voted for Charlie Baker, but they voted for Obama twice. That's just a fact. I mean, even Stixx and Hammer voted for he voted for Obama the first time around, but then when he saw Obama continued the same policies that Bush did, especially in Latin America, Stixx was done. He was just like fed up. He says, "I'm not going to vote for Obama ever again," and he voted, and then whatever. But hey, that's just how that shit goes. And anyone who says like, "Oh my God, that's socialism and everything else," no, it's not. Socialists like me, Marxists, whatever you want to call yourself. Here's the thing. I myself am a self-proclaimed Marxist-Leninist. Everybody knows that. Now, there's a way to implement it, and you can implement it, and you don't need to raise a ridiculous amount of taxes. The DPRK has low taxes. Vietnam and Laos have low taxes. China's building more affordable housing than any Western country combined. They got high-speed rail and everything else. What is happening in Western countries? Children are going to bed hungry. Our infrastructure is decaying. People are going fucking bankrupt and losing their homes due to student loans and medical debt, which doesn't happen in other developed nations. I mean, not even even in the UK, that doesn't even happen. Even the UK has free healthcare. Even that shit doesn't even happen there. Stuff like that. We are awash in military style weapons, and we have and it's to the point where gun laws in the U.S. are so friggin' ridiculously lax that even fucking babies can have guns at this point. People can just do anything they fucking want with this lawlessness. They can just, people are fucking shoplifting in these Democrat-run cities where they are practically legalizing shoplifting. They're practically letting people shoplift up to $1,000 before they'd even fucking arrest these people. A breakdown of the rule of law, that kind of thing. The whole thing is a fucking joke. You have to balance investing in people, but also balancing the rule of law. Did you all know that actual Justice Warrior had his car stolen recently? Yeah, Sean, buddy, I think it's time to get out of New York, man. I think it's time to get out of New York City. I mean, even any other part of New York probably would be better. Go to Yonkers. Yonkers is actually a halfway decent place. I mean, Rebel Shadow lives there, and he says it's a decent place. There's just a complete breakdown of the rule of law. There's just the whole thing is a complete disaster. It's been an unmitigated disaster. All right. No worries. Thank you for stopping by, Scotty. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Hillary Clinton is racist, enabler. How blue and shitload still ride with her is beyond my understanding. Well, because they're fucking right wing. You mean Hillary Clinton is fucking right wing herself. Just remember that. Hillary Clinton is fucking right wing. Hillary Clinton is a neoliberal, right wing fucking establishment corporate piece of garbage. She's fucking scum. Just like her, it doesn't matter. Hillary Clinton will never be president of the United States. There is zero chance in hell of that ever happening. Never, ever, ever would we ever see that. Thank God. If Hillary Clinton ever became president of the U.S., she would bomb the entire universe. The universe would go extinct. The entire fucking world would go to shit. She would do what Bush did times infinity and beyond. Ha, Shank loses again. Well, you know something? Anna Kasparian, I still don't like her, but it's kind of funny how she's moving away from a lot of the crazy bullshit she used to say. It seems like she's becoming a little bit more like, and I use the term little loosely. She's becoming a little bit more sane because I think she's starting to wake up and see some self-reflection. Whereas Chunk Yogurt is becoming even more fucking insane. That's the crazy thing about it. I mean, okay, I know a little something about being insane. I do it all the time. I fucking rant like a lunatic. I mean, I call my channel the political Jerry Springer because my show is chaotic and I fucking rant like a lunatic. I know something like that. But here's the difference between me and Chunk. I actually accept people with differing opinions. He does not. He doesn't. I do. That's the difference. It's kind of like what Maura Healey told her neocon opponent Jeff Deal. You're not. I will. That's how it goes. Yeah, that's another thing. Anybody who gets angry and moans and bitches and moans, I sat out the last election here in Massachusetts because there was a time at first I was a little skeptical of Maura Healey because I was afraid that she was going to do. I was afraid she was going to do what Deval Patrick was doing before, like raising multiple taxes. But she proved to be more tax friendly. She proved to be much more business friendly. So she seems to be more moderate. I don't agree with her on everything. Overall, she's a mixed bag, but she seems to be doing all right. We'll survive, but whatever. I mean, if she royally fucks up, then I'll be sure to vote against her and vote for someone else. But so far, I think she's doing fine. But Jeff Deal was a fucking joke. Jeff Deal was anti-abortion, trying to support the overturning of Roe v. Wade, to talking about how we need to privatize healthcare. I mean, Maura Healey completely fucking curb stomped him in that whole debate. He was arguing against taxing the rich. Well, what do you expect? Jeff Deal is a fucking neocon. He has the rich in his pockets. He believes in privatizing everything. He's a fucking joke. Just like Martha Coakley. It's just like in reverse. It's just like in reverse. Jeff Deal is a fucking neocon. Martha Coakley is a neoliberal. Neo anything is not good. There is a snowflake's chance in hell of ever seeing Governor Jeff Deal or Governor Martha Coakley. It's just not going to happen. You are never going to see it. But hey, if you're not happy with Maura Healey, you should have went with a more moderate Republican. You should have went with Chris Doughty. Chris Doughty was a moderate Republican. Chris Doughty was a moderate Republican dude, and he barely got any recognition. He talked about housing affordability. He wanted to do a bunch of different things, and he barely got any fucking recognition. So if anybody's pissed off about Maura Healey winning and all that other shit, well, guess what? If you got a better candidate, you probably would have had a better chance. You wanted a fucking neocon who lost to fucking Elizabeth Warren, for Christ's sake. Which, God, I fucking hate Elizabeth Warren. Get fucking rid of her. Jesus Christ. I cannot stand her. I fucking can't stand her. And unfortunately, she's in my fucking Senate. But she doesn't really have that much power to really do anything. But Elizabeth Warren's a joke. The whole Democrat Party is a joke. The whole Democratic Party is a joke. Both parties are a joke. Democrats and Republicans are jokes. Why do you think I've gone further left and I've become a Marxist and a Green Party kind of person? And really, the only people that for me and speak for the middle class are moderates like Larry Hogan and Charlie Baker. You know that Larry Hogan's running for the Senate? Well, that's a good thing. Maryland, I encourage you to vote for him. He was the best guy you've ever had, just like Charlie Baker was the best thing Massachusetts ever had. There's only a few that'll slip through the cracks every now and again. Let me just check my chat really quick. Well, Steven's going to be home from work at 1 o'clock. My grandfather's picking him up. Because my grandfather usually does his grocery shopping on he usually does his grocery shopping on the weekends, so That's like a perfect time for him to be like, oh, I'll just go to Shaw's and I'll pick him up. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's nice of you. Which, my family all, they all love Steven and everything. Well, that's good. You live in a decent neighborhood in New York. Yeah, I hate Clinton more than Trump, and I have the right to say it. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I hate Biden more than Trump, and I don't even like Trump. In fact, I hate Deval Patrick more than I hate Trump. I hate Martin O'Malley more than I hate Trump. I hate Martha Coakley and Anthony Brown more than I hate Trump. And I'm an ardent critic of Trump. Zach, ooh, you never talk about him. You ever talk about him? Yeah, I don't. But yeah, I don't. He's not in office. But you fucking people, Trump's gonna win again unless you fuckers do something better. Huh? Stick said Joe Biden's address to the nation is an what's the name of the video? Joe Biden addresses the nation in an insane manner. Well, Sticks, why are you why? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Cardman reacts to his older videos. Yeah, Joey doesn't upload to YouTube anymore. He's just sick of the bullshit. Well, Joey's a part of the Z community. He's just going to be active with me. He's just going to be active with me and be active on our community posts. Well, not on community posts. In the Z community and whatnot. I mean, I remember that he said it loud. He said it. He told Dark Reaper and I this. He's not leaving the Z community. He's not doing that. He's still a part of us. He's just not making videos or doing any backup channels because YouTube treats him like shit. Can't say that I blame him. I don't know. It's kind of weird. My sub numbers go up and down. Nobody managed. And to the surprise of nobody, David Filthman is cheering that Tucker may get hit with sanctions over the Putin interview. All right, well, I'll talk about that. Well, I'll talk about that on Tuesday, and we'll go into fucking rage mode over it. Yeah, it really does. Well, like I said, Joey is still gonna be he's still gonna be on our show on Tuesdays and whatnot. That's not gonna that he never said he wasn't gonna do that. Joey's still gonna be a part of it. He's just not uploading to YouTube. Yeah, YouTube does suck. That's the reason Richard Medhurst, the anti-imperialist, great journalist Richard Medhurst, that's why he doesn't. I don't even think he's on YouTube anymore. You know who else is not on YouTube anymore? Eva Bartlett, the journalist Eva Bartlett, is also not on YouTube anymore. Eva Bartlett quit. I'm surprised Vanessa Beeley is even still on YouTube. Okay, I guess Richard Medhurst up. I mean, but he doesn't upload nearly as much. He's he mainly does stuff on Richard Medhurst mainly does stuff through Rumble. Yeah, YouTube is just a fucking joke. Just censorship loving fuckers is what they are. Well, of course they won't. They act like those 10 years prior never fucking happened. That's what these fucking morons want to do. They want to sit there and act like, oh, it never fucking happened. It's a goddamn joke. Hold on one second. The difference is, nah, I'm just tired of, I'm just tired of their fucking bullshit. So I know Joey's still here and will be a part of our. Yep, they censor people like him. They censor people like Lee Camp. They censor people like they took Chris Hedges' entire channel fucking down across the world. They took down all these different things. But no, 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 they don't fucking do anything about the scum on YouTube like fucking Onision or Vosh that are actual pro fucking pedophilia. Nope, they don't do anything about that, but they'll fucking censor some loud, outspoken furry. Get the fuck out of here. The whole thing is a joke. The Ukrainian embassy they want freedom, but they don't want you to support Russia. But dude, their definition of freedom is only speech that they want. And do you understand? Do you fucking morons understand that if it's only speech that you want, it's not free speech? Like, did it ever occur to you, dumbasses, that if you only permit speech that you like, it's not free speech? It's a fucking joke. And YouTube does the same thing. YouTube is no different. Joey's had enough of fucking YouTube, as have I. I'm doing it right now. I have my channel out here and I'm doing it how I can. God, when I search his channel, I can't even fucking find his channel. They practically shadow banned his fucking channel. It was the same thing. It was the same thing with Dark Reaper's channel. There were a lot of people that couldn't even find my channel for some time. I think it was like last year or the year before. Like I just saw what he was saying, and I can't even find his fucking channel now. You see what I mean? You see what I mean about how much of a fucking joke they are? Yeah, I can like barely find his I can barely find his channel. Even though I just saw a community post of by him fucking 5 minutes ago. But no, I can't seem to find his channel now. Like, what sense does this make? Oh my god. Can we please just get a fucking platform that does not censor people left and fucking right? Okay? Like, YouTube and how YouTube is and everything, the concept of it is great because when it originally started, YouTube actually was a community that used to care about its creators, but the way it's run now with this fucking ever growing with its ever growing censorship and everything is just, oh my god. The whole thing is a complete and utter joke. I'm just fed up with what they're doing. I mean, they've been this way for I mean, they've even done this shit to Damien as well. You'll be happy to know that Rumble's now growing more in popularity with YouTube now. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I'm not surprised. Lee Camp uploads his full segments onto Rumble just like Richard Medhurst does. If YouTube was run by actual good people that weren't censorship loving fuckers, well, then it would be so much better than how it is now. Like, I love YouTube, but the way it's run is just, no. It's just pathetic. Why they gotta fucking censor everybody and everything. And it's really annoying and it really pisses me off, especially when it's my friends and people I care about. I cannot, because I wanted to comment to Joey. I wanted to comment on his fucking page, but I can't even fucking find it now. See what I mean? The shadow banning, the this, the that. It's like, God fucking damn it. No, I am discussing that. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess this was yesterday. Okay, I found the post. I found Joey's channel. I'm just glad you're part of my community and part. All right, well, I just commented on Joey's post. I just commented on his post now. All right, sorry for the silence there for a minute, but I just wanted to comment. And just for the record, everybody, and just for the record, everybody, what I completely lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Yeah, Neil Mohan, whatever the fuck his name is. He's, they're all fucking jokes, dude. Oh no, what I was saying is, he is free to say, yeah, yeah, Joey's a part of us, not with the establishment. That's the difference. Send. See, this is how I am. This is how I am with my friends, and this is how I treat my friends. I treat my friends like they're real friends, whether they're. Oh yeah, so that thing about Zelensky. Yeah, Zelensky fired some chief or whatever. You see what I mean? See, everybody says Putin's the dictator. Oh, this one's a dictator. Zelensky's doing everything that they're accusing Putin of being. They're doing. That's what Zelensky is. Just like everything they said Trump was going to do, Biden is doing that. Notice the difference here? So that RBN segment, I'm going to have to check it out later. Stappy doesn't know how to feel about his baby brother. The Dodo channel is so adorable. I love that channel. All the cute animals on it is so cute. I love that channel. Yeah, stay fucking angry. I don't give a shit. Yeah, Joey's here with us. We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, they can all stay fucking angry. Good, let them. Hold on, let's go get one more thing. So, anybody got any questions for me? Anything anybody wants to ask me? Anything? Hey, I love this. I love the that Scotty made. I love that logo that Scotty made. Same thing with it's the same thing with Wrinkle. Yeah, I love Wrinkle. She's so cute. Her owners are amazing people. And some of the people that they've dealt with are just straight up assholes. And I don't give a fuck because I'm not going to support none of them. They can fuck themselves. This man right here, Chetty Joggin, is basically the founding father of Guyana. He's the he's one of the greatest leaders to ever live. Probably one of my favorites. No, oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. The whole thing with Venezuela and Guyana. There's some dispute with them. Here's the thing. I'm neutral in that dispute because I support Guyana. I love Guyana. I mean, I follow their news outlet. I'm subscribed to their news outlet, News Source Guyana. I watch all the time. I love Guyana. I love Guyanese culture. I love everything about. I love just about everything about it. Guyana's a cool place, but I also have sympathy with Venezuela. Me being a Marxist and whatnot. So that whole thing, I kind of got. I'm staying neutral on, unless something else drastically changes. But for now, I'm not picking a side on that. NBC wants libs of TikTok in jail for exposing far left child abuse. Yeah, they're fucking. Yeah, NBC's a fucking joke. I'm not even a fan of TikTok. I'm not even a fan of libs of TikTok. I think they're. I don't even like a lot of the things that they stand for. But but to say that they should be fucking banned. See, that's what I mean. If you do not support free speech for all, then you're not a then you don't believe in free speech at all. You have to support free speech for everybody, including your opponents. If you don't, then you're not free speech. You don't believe in free speech, rather. I was basically going to make videos about the whole thing, about those two things I was talking about mainly, but I don't know. Since I discussed it, I really don't even think I even need to make one for the moment. Maybe next week, cause I've got tonight and tomorrow to work, and I don't think I'm gonna be online Monday really at all. Cause oh my god, after how friggin' busy this weekend is, I'm no offense, but I'm just not gonna want to be online at all. Really, not really active. Probably not be in front of the camera. I'll just be back on Tuesday after today. So I made up for today. I caught up with you guys on a bunch of things. I think the stream went really well. I think the stream went really well. Since it's a beautiful day out, it's like almost 60 degrees here. And for the most part, the weather's going to be pretty decent here. Well, thank you, Adam. Thank you for more material. Thank you for more material. Yeah, and the thing about like Judge Judy endorsing Nikki Haley, I mean, I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me. It's not going to change my opinion of. It's not going to change my opinion of her. I'm like I said before. I'm not a fucking one trick pony. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, I can't wait for Tuesday either. Tuesday is going to be a good episode. I mean, all the episodes are good, generally speaking. But really, just that. Susie Orman denied. Susie Orman denied. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, this is just a little picture that I designed for the Poco Islands. Let's see what Susie Orman's up to these days. You have a golden opportunity to make your kids millionaires with this simple, known thing. I'll have to look into that. Dining out is a waste of money. Well, it can be. It certainly can be if you do it too much. There are a lot of times Steven wants to go out to dinner, but then there are times like After paying bills, paying rent, I'm like, I gotta hold back on that. Not that I don't want to do it, but it's, every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. Like there are times I have to certain things that I want to buy, but I sometimes I have to limit. Sometimes I have to cut spending. But you have to do it. But you have to do it responsibly. That's how you have to do it. But like I said, I've worked my fucking ass off the last 3 days, and it's been fucking exhausting. But this is how it is. This is how it is when you're a middle class person in America. You have to work your fucking ass off, and you're like feel like you're running on fumes, and you have to do it, and you have to work so fucking hard you feel like you're running on fumes to keep your roof over your head. That's how it is. I mean, Chris Hedges practically said the same thing, and he was right. I don't remember what he said. He said something about anybody who thinks that like Americans are lazy. Okay, Americans, we have a lot of stereotypes, but lazy is really not one of them. Because you know how fucking hard we have to how fucking hard we have to work just to keep a fucking roof over our head. Well, of course we have to keep a roof over our head. Of course we have to do it to keep a roof over our head because we live in a fucking capitalist hellhole. And when you have to do that, then guess what? It's a monopoly. Then you have to do that. Because it's not like capitalism's all about competition. Oh yeah, the competition for. They say that with the average cost of living under the Biden regime, you have to earn like fucking $40 an hour to afford a house nowadays. That's why I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna next paycheck and not out after next paycheck, which thankfully will be next week. Woohoo! Can't fucking wait for that. After doing that, and then when I get my tax money back, which I can't wait for as well, I'm gonna pay my taxes early so I can get my fucking tax money back. That'll really help matters. But that'll help matters. And then when I do that, then I'm gonna start putting money away for a rainy day fund because I'm gonna start doing that. Well, Tucker's not a bad guy. The only thing is, Tucker did cut Putin. President Putin called him out for his anti-China nonsense, which I mean, his views on China are nonsense because he wants to act like we should team up with Russia to undermine China. No, that's bullshit. Russia's aligned with China, and we should accept that, and we should get along with them and get along with the whole fucking world. That's how it should go. Not choosing allies and choosing enemies. China and Russia are multipolar. They believe in having good relations with everyone. Vietnam does that. Laos does that. The DPRK does that. The DPRK would have no problem being aligned with the US, but the problem is the fucking establishment doesn't want us to be aligned with the DPRK. That's the difference. Or Venezuela or whatever. Or Imran Khan in Pakistan. They basically said, "Oh, Mr. Khan, you should not work with Russia. You should not work with Russia." And he told the U.S. to fuck off, and then he got cooed. That's what happened. He tried to do that, and guess what? He got fucking cooed. Because I mean, it's not like the U.S. disrespected Pakistan over and over and over again. They have. Just like it disrespected Russia, just like all that stuff. But there's certain political figures. There's certain figures that I like, even if I don't agree with their stances. Okay, for example, Susie Orman is a Democrat, but I love Susie Orman. I've been a fan of Susie Orman for years and years since I was a teenager. I've been a fan of Judge Judy since I was in elementary school. But I don't care about their views or who they endorse or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I'm not a one-trick pony. Like I said, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not a. I'm not a one-trick. I'm not a one-trick pony. Where I sit there and act like, oh, this one is whatever, whatever. Yeah, people like Judge Judy and Susie Orman, they're strong women. But remember, the American Revolution says they want freedom, no tax in their own life. And what about now, almost 250 years later? Yeah, didn't we fight British colonialism to not be taxed to death and all that shit? And then the Federal Reserve bought us out in 1913 and the IRS and everything and paying ridiculous amount of taxes and getting nothing in return. Okay, just for the record, this is just art that I did. Well, okay. It's a picture that I made, but I cropped it and I did different things with it. Just pictures I designed and all that and blah 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 blah. Look at my phone case. Got a ducky for a phone case. He's cute. Yeah, Reaper's new hashtag for me is Z-Man Bad. Yeah, because that's that's basically what my retarded political opponents try to call, or just opponents in general, or just Z-Man Bad, Zach Bad. Like, watermelons. It's all because of the war. French and Indians had put taxes, got angry, and they said the U.S. was born because of them. Well, no, the U.S. was born because by slaughtering Native Americans and stealing their land. Kind of like how Pissrail was created by a British colonial state butchering Palestinians, and they're doing that tenfold now. No one is a bigger when it comes to Muslims and Arabs around the world, and when I say Arabs, I mean the ethnic groups, whether you're Arab Muslim, Arab Christian, Jewish Arab, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Or if you're a Muslim in the Middle East, you're a Muslim in Southeast Asia, you're a Muslim in South Asia or whatever. Doesn't matter. Muslims and Arabs around the world, no one is a bigger enemy to them than two people: Biden and Netanyahu. Two of them. Netanyahu is the biggest war criminal on the face of the earth right now. Right now. He is the biggest murderer on planet Earth right now. And Biden is an accomplice to that murder because Biden is aiding and abetting him and then acting like he's not having a ceasefire, murdering innocent Muslim civilians. Fucking piece of shit. Boycott every Israeli product, boycott any business that you know, boycott any business that you know that funnels Israeli money. Just remember that. And I don't care who likes this or not. But from the land to the sea, Palestine will be free. And I don't care who fucking likes that slogan or not. It's kind of weird. My phone charges better without that phone case. I don't know. I think it's because the phone case is really big or something. I don't know. But I don't know. It's like I love this phone case. This phone case is so. This phone case is so. This phone case is so cute though because it got a duck on it. I mean, how could it not? It's got a duck on it. It's got a ducky on it. It's adorable. Oh, that's why. Because the thing is, I'm a dumbass. I'm retarded. I had it plugged in, but then I realized that half the cord was not even plugged in. Was not even plugged in all the way. I even made a travel advisory for the Pogo Islands as well. I even made a travel advisory with the Pogo. Yep, this is what I like to do in my spare time. Well, one of the things I like to do. I like to read. I like to play games. There's this new game that I have called. It's like an asteroid game. It's a lot of fun, actually. That's a father and his child in the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is the saltiest place on Earth. I lost over 1,000 followers for this. Oh, Stan Chris because he's dating an older guy. Oh my God. Well, Bill, you fucking stupid ass moralists, get the fuck over yourselves. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Stan Chris was under 18 and he was dating that guy, I would say fuck that guy. But here's the thing. Stan Chris is 23 years old and whoever. If it's consenting adults, I don't give a fuck what the age difference is. That's the thing. As long as here's the thing. Three things. Three things. I have three rules. As long as it's not a minor, as long as it's not a minor, as long as it's not an animal or your close relative, and it's consensual, then I don't care. I do not care who you sleep with. Like I said, I draw the four lines. As long as it's consensual, consenting adults, and it's not a minor or a child, as long as it's not a child or a minor, or it's not an animal or your close relative. If it's a 23-year-old with a 30, whatever, 40, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a big age difference. It might seem weird. Yeah, sure, whatever. Everybody's got different moral opinions. But I'm in no way, shape, or form endorsing something like, oh, someone with whatever, I mean, whatever. I mean, not endorsing it, but I'm just saying I don't care. I honestly do not care. Like I said, as long as it's not a minor, an animal, your close relative, and it's consenting adults, I don't care who you sleep with. I do not care who Stan Chris sleeps with. I don't care who Stan Chris sleeps with. I don't care who Absolutely Blake sleeps with. I don't care who people sleep with. I don't care who the president of fucking Guyana sleeps with. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. It's not bothering me. Like I said, if it doesn't have a victim, then who cares? If it's consenting adults and they're all consenting and they're over 18 and there's no minors involved or there's no bad things going on, then mind your fucking business. Gay, straight, whatever. A trans guy, a trans woman dating whoever, who I don't give a fuck. I think people blowing it way out of proportion. Or a corpse. Babe, I always flush the toilet. What are you fucking talking about? Or a corpse. Yeah, that too, of course. Yeah, clearly, necrophilia is disgusting. Anybody who does that should go to prison for life, no parole. Yeah, I figured you were a native. Back in the dating world, when I was dating, back when I was in the dating world before I met Steven and everything, I actually met a guy who was native. I've dated guys I dated a guy who was native. He was from New Mexico. and he was a native. I've been with them all: black, Hispanic, native, white, twink, tall, kind of hefty, somewhere in between. But I found the one in there. He's from Cornland. He's from Cornland, tall, and he's the one for me. I looked all these years and I'm done looking. That's all I have to say on that. I just want a kitty. That's all I want. I just want a pet cat. I want a pet dinosaur. Oh, wait a minute. Like I said, people, be happy. Live and let live. That's what I believe in. If you're happy, then by all means. All right, well, I'm going to be heading off now because in about an hour I'm going to my friend's house. So I'm going to be heading off now. This was a great stream. It was definitely a good makeup from the stream I did yesterday because I was so fucking tired, you know. But I'm a little more awake now because I got more sleep. I think I just needed more sleep. I think that's what I needed because after doing that overnight, I went to sleep and got like maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep after doing all that. But yeah, luckily now I'm more awake and more alert. So, but anyway, I'm gonna head off for now. I talked about all the things I wanted to talk about that I was actually gonna make separate videos on, but now I did the stream and makeup of yesterday. Then I'll just save any video creations for next week. So anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Hope everyone had a great week. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I will be back on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Look out for it. Much love to Joey. Much love to everybody here. Love you guys. You guys are the best fans ever. Dark Reaper. Everybody here. Gotcha Tails. Matthew. Kalen. Rhodes. Everybody. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay well, stay classy, keep fighting, keep on rocking, take care of yourselves and all of each other. And I will see you all in the next one. I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now. Peace out. Zach the Celtics guy here.